Hello. My name is Brianna Barrow, and I am the Beauty Biz CFO. So, I wanted to do a little concept video being that we are getting closer to the end of the year, right? And right now, a lot of beauty businesses that I've talked to are getting a little bit antsy with anticipation of even thinking about anything related to tax. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the number one thing that beauty bosses make a mistake on. Okay, so let's talk about income, right? So when you are filing your annual tax return, one of the things that you have to do is report your income. I know we don't like to do it, but that's something that we absolutely need to do. Okay, so when it comes to reporting income, I feel like I'm not going to say I feel like, I know that a lot of beautypreneurs get intimidated because they think about the big number. What I mean by the big number is the big number that you see on your booking site. So when you log into Square, you log into Vagaro, you log into StyleSeat, whatever system you're using, you log in and you see that big number, okay? So first, we are going to talk about that big number real quick, because that big number is your actual revenue, okay? So follow me real quick. So let's say your revenue is $100,000, okay? Mind you, this is revenue, okay? Remember, big number inside a booking site is your revenue. Your revenue is not, absolutely not, the amount of money that you are going to be taxed on. Okay? So what makes this really important is you absolutely need to know that, because if you put just this number, of course on your tax return they're going to ask you what was your total sales or your total income. You're going to put that 100. But don't focus on that 100, because that's just the revenue. So the most beautiful thing about being a business owner is that actually you determine how much you are going to be taxed on. You determine that dollar amount, okay? That's why it's important to keep track of these things throughout the year, all right? So we got revenue, $100,000, okay? Let's say in order to maintain our beauty business this year, it cost us $60,000, right? So that is going to be with your expenses. Okay? So again, we have revenue at $100,000. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'll move closer in a second. Revenue at $100,000, expenses at $60,000. Okay? So expenses are what? It's your contract to pay, it's your utilities, it's your rent, it's your advertising, it's anything that you use to maintain your beauty business throughout the year. What helps you keep being up and running, okay? So think about that, right? The money that goes out of your pocket in order to bring money in, okay? So for reference purposes, $100,000 is what you brought in, which is the amount of revenue, right? And then we have minus $60,000 of expenses, okay? Now, the amount of money that we are going to be taxed on is actually the revenue minus the expenses, which here it will be $40,000, okay? All right, so that's before any other personal credits or anything. Right now, we're just talking about your beauty business, okay? So $100,000 revenue, $60,000 in expenses gives you $40,000 in taxable income, okay? This is what you are going to be taxed on. You are not going to be taxed on the $100,000. You're going to be taxed on the $40,000. So a lot of people get intimidated because that concept can sometimes be missed, okay? You're not getting taxed on the 100. You're only getting taxed on the 40. So revenue minus your expenses gives you that taxable income, okay? So if you have any questions about how to get to that number, or maybe even how to, if you need more clarification, go ahead and comment below, slide in my DMs, do what you need to do, because you need this information, okay? So we are coming to the end of the year. It's about that time for Uncle Sam to come knocking on your door, okay? So I want to make sure that you are prepared, okay? So right now, start pulling everything together. Start looking throughout the year. What did you spend your money on? Because your expenses are going to be the number one thing to help you not overpay in taxes. If you have not kept track of how much you paid out of your business, you will overpay in taxes. That's the easiest concept, or the easiest thing to remember when tax time comes, okay? So if you have not been tracking what goes out of your pocket every single month, every week, excuse me, every quarter, then you essentially will be leaving money on the table, okay? So if you have any questions on more clarification about this, or if you need any help pulling all your information together, seeing what that revenue is minus what your expenses is, and to kind of know where you are prior to tax time. Remember, tax time should not be a surprise to you. It should just be a thing to do, right? You should not say, oh, Lord, what Uncle Sam gonna hit me up for this time? I ain't ready, right? Next thing you know, you pull it out, and then you be years behind because it's this fictional fear in your mind of the whole concept of taxes, right? So it shouldn't be anything we should be afraid of. It should be something, if you truly want to be a boss, everybody want to be a boss nowadays. You got to pay the cost, okay? So, but we don't have to pay too much. We ain't got to overpay what their cost is, okay? So, you need help, go ahead and any questions, go ahead and leave in the comments or slide in my DMs. And also, if you need somebody to assist you in getting your financials together prior to tax time so that you won't be surprised and can kind of put together a plan of what it's going to look like, go ahead and click the link in my bio and go ahead and schedule a Beauty Biz CFO Best Fit chat so that we can talk. I look forward to serving you.